So if you're dealing with cancer, arthritis, multiple sclerosis, severe types of pain, then Rick Simpson oil from Cannaglobal, Tinctures, and Tonics, this is going to be something that you're going to want to consider. Now, Rick Simpson's oil, otherwise known as RSO, is a type of full extract cannabis oil. So that basically means they take the full aspect of the plant and they're going to press it down with some solvents, and it's going to basically create this dark, very sticky liquid. Okay, so this is when we unbox the Rick Simpson's oil, this is what we're going to have. So it's a 30 milliliter syringe in one box, and that equates to about 30 doses, with a full dose being considered 1 milliliter or 1 gram. Now, when we look at the pricing on Rick Simpson's oil, typically, it can get very expensive very quickly. And that's why Rick Simpson himself recommended people make their own, RSO, and there's a lot of videos out there on how to do that. Now, personally, I find it very impractical for, even myself with all the things at my disposal to make RSO in terms of, you'd have to go buy a pound plus of hemp or weed and then start to, go through that whole distillation process. It's very messy. So rather than do that, this is one of those options that actually makes RSO incredibly affordable compared to what's out there. When you go to most dispensaries and providers of RSO, you're looking at, for quality RSO, you're looking at between $30 and $50 a gram usually. And it can even be much more depending on the type of strain and the cannabinoid profile in the tincture itself. Now, with this particular tincture, we're looking at it says about 580 milligrams of cannabinoids per serving. According to the certificate of authentication, it's going to be a little bit less than that. Most of that is going to be CBD, although it's got a full spectrum of cannabinoids. A very small amount of THC and a number of others, including CBC, CBDV, and other valuable ones, especially when it comes to fighting things like cancer. So typically, when you go purchase it, they're sold in 1 milligram syringes. Now, this one has 30, and it's sold for $200. So at that price point, you're looking at roughly $7 a gram, which is incredible when you compare it to the 30 to 50 that you're typically going to see. Now, the cannabinoid profile in this is about 47% cannabinoids, and again, most of that is going to be CBD. So roughly 400 milligrams or so maybe per serving. Now, a lot of RSO, in terms of how RSO is defined, many people will say that it has to have a very high THC content. And originally when Rick Simpson, did his RSO, he was using indica. So it had typically a very high THC content. And oftentimes, with strains like that, you're gonna have very low CBD content. So in general, when we're treating a variety of different types of illnesses, the standard protocol is typically, trying to dose yourself with a 1-to-1 CBD THC ratio in terms of the cannabinoid profile that you're receiving. So as far as, how this particular RSO from, Uncle Easy's plays into that, this is a hemp-derived RSO. So what that means is that the total THC on this is going to be very low. It's less than 0.3% weight THC. That's what makes it hemp. And the CBD content is going to be very high. So if you're someone that's looking to build out some kind of RSO type of dosing plan, which is considered, typically about 60 grams over 90 days, then this RSO can be a part of that plan. And just understand that, with using this, you're not going to be getting much THC in it. So you're going to have to supplement, if you're trying to get a 1-to-1 ratio, you're going to have to supplement something like this with high CBD with other types of, THC. And there's plenty of different ways that, we suggest ingestion of THC. And, we can check out the group for more info there. But I would say that if you're starting off and looking to add a powerful tincture to your apothecary that can fight, all kinds of different diseases and priced, extremely competitively to the market, I would say that this is a great option for you. So if you want to look at where you can buy this, I'm going to drop the link in our school community. And so you can check out the COA there as well, and see the link on where you can purchase this. We ship it to all 50 states. So if you have any questions, I'd love to see them in the comments. And if you have any further questions on how to dose and other things around Rick Simpson oil, then check out our Helix Pain Relief Plan course, where we're going to be going to a lot more details on the very specific aspects of how we use something like this. So I look forward to seeing you all in the next one, and let me know what you think in the comments.